What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today in this video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to service your Polaris Ranger. This is part 3 of that series. I'll link up top somewhere and in the description box below of that whole entire playlist so far if you guys want to go check it out for yourself. So today in this video, we're going to be replacing the drive belt. Let me go ahead and jump into how to do this, and I'll show you guys the parts and tools that you guys need. All right, guys, so here's everything that you will need to replace the drive belt. I'm going to be using my impact today. This is my Milwaukee M18 3/8 inch drive. I've got a 3/8 inch socket for a 3/8 inch drive. I've got an extension here. We might need another extension longer than this. I'm not entirely sure yet. A flathead screwdriver, a pry tool, or if you guys have the tool that came with your Ranger to take off the drive belt, you can use that part, or you can use a normal pry tool, and then you will need a new drive belt. Now, I've heard a lot of great things about this company, Gates, and a lot of people, they prefer them over the Polaris ones that they can get from Polaris themselves. Now, this one was roughly about $68. I'll link it down below in the description box, and the one that comes from Polaris is around $170 depending on which one you get. So I highly recommend this one. We're going to go ahead and put it in today. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, so the first thing that you guys want to do is you want to take your Polaris Ranger, and if it has a parking brake, go ahead and put the parking brake on. If it does not, just put something in front of the wheels here, chalk them off. I don't have any chalks, all mine are being used, so I use a piece of wood. And go ahead and take it and put your transmission in neutral. And then once you have those done, we're going to go ahead and lean our bed all the way back. All right, guys, so once you guys have your bed raised up or down, we're going to come underneath here and find this case here. This is on the rear driver's side. And the first thing that we're going to do is, let me get my camera in here and show you guys. Those two screws right there that are holding the intake tube on, we're going to go ahead and loosen those. We do not remove them, just loosen them all the way. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is removing the case entirely that is covering up the drive belt. What we need to do is remove the 8 3/8 inch bolts from the case that are all the way around the case. There are 8 in total, like I said, and that's what they look like right there. Let's go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, so once all 8 bolts are removed, we can go ahead and grab a hold of our case here and pull it on out. All right, guys, so we got the cover off here, and first thing I noticed is there's a little bit of dirt on the inside, and that's okay. We're gonna get that out of there. But so we're gonna go ahead and remove the belt from our secondary clutch and primary clutch here. So like I said, primary and secondary clutches. And so the secondary clutch here, we need to figure out on which clutch you have. You either have a closed roller, which is exactly what I have here, or you have an exposed roller. And I'll pop an image up on screen now and show you guys what the difference is. If you have an exposed roller, you'll need to get your pry bar or tool in between the roller and kind of pry the roller away, and that will allow the belt to come free. Now, I will link a video down in the description box below of showing that so you guys don't mess it up. If you guys can go check that out. But if you have a sealed roller like I do, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up on the belt like so and kind of spin this like so as we're pulling this off, and it should come, the belt should come off of this sealed roller here, and we just got to make sure not to get our hands and fingers in there because the clutch will close when we have the belt off. So let's go ahead and do this now. All right, guys, so we got the belt off here, and as you guys can see, it is a Polaris belt. The belt, honestly, looks okay, and we honestly don't even need to replace it, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to replace it anyway. So what we're going to be looking for on this belt are any signs of wear. So let's say, for an example, if you have, say this side of the belt is worn down more than this side of the belt, our clutches on the inside of our deal here could be out of alignment, and that's really going to mess up any belt that you put on there. So there's that. Also, we're going to look for cracks, but like I said, anything like this belt looks so fine. I can put this back on here if I wanted to, but we're going to go ahead and sling this new one on here. So let's go ahead and put our new belt on. All right, guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to just take a rag here And let's see if I can do this one-handed. And we're gonna wipe out the inside face of these clutches here and get those nice and clean. And we're gonna wipe off any dirt or any rubber or anything that we see on these clutches as well, and get those nice and shined up. And then we can go ahead and put our belt back on. All right, guys, so I'm gonna try and do this one-handed and the best that I can, so bear with me here. So we're gonna put our new belt on. So we're just gonna slide it over our main clutch here. Let's see if we can do this one-handed like I said. Let me get this out of the way. All right, get that onto there. And then we're just basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll the secondary clutch like this. We're gonna roll our belt onto there, and I'll show you guys once it's done. All right, guys, so we got the new belt on there. And so just to let you guys know, belts are not directional, so it does not matter how you put this on here. But I went ahead and put the name of the belt, so like the brand of the belt, up on the top, just so I can get used to just get used to this. So if I ever do this again, I remembered that I put the label on the top of it. So what I did was I hooked this around our primary clutch here, and then held this top part down while I twisted this very slowly, and it eventually hooked onto there. So let's go ahead and put this all back together. So what we're gonna do is put our clutch, our cover back on here, clean this out first, obviously, and then we're gonna put this cover back on here, tighten down all these screws, and we'll see you guys when it's done. All right, guys, so just as a side note here, the one screw up there by the oil filter, there on this hose right here, that there is a little, I don't know if you see that little metal clamp. There's a metal clamp that goes from that hose to that hole right there. Just make sure you get that clamp back on to the screw hole, and you should be good to go. And there you have it, guys. That is how you install a new drive belt into your Polaris Ranger. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if I helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.